Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the so-called Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Hello everyone, my name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for a news experience like no other. We bring to light a grave injustice that occurred on a quiet farm in Piet Retief, leading to a significant court ruling. Now, a 51-year-old Mpumalanga white male, Beatrice Daniel Swart, has been sentenced to an effective term of 10 years imprisonment for the rape of his domestic worker in 2014. Now, the horrific event unfolded on March 5th, 2014, while Swart's wife was out. The victim, a domestic worker in the Swart household, was performing her daily chores when she was attacked and raped by her employer, which is a man she trusted in her work environment. Now, Swart's action not only violated the victim physically, but it also shattered a professional trust and highlighted a distressing abuse of power within domestic workplace. Now, following the attack, the matter quickly moved to the legal system, leading to a trial. Now, Swart denied, of course, the allegations, resulting in delays and a subsequent High Court review involving DNA evidence, which finally linked him to the crime. While the law prescribed a minimum of 10 years for the crime committed, the survivor feels the punishment does not match her suffering. She voices disappointment, highlighting a disconnect between the legal outcome and the personal devastation experienced.
I followed the wife to the room and told her that her husband just raped me. She assaulted me, shouting that her husband will never sleep with a black person. Then her husband came into the room and I ran out, went to the police station.
The case was repeatedly postponed and is back in court now. The victim says she was harassed by the couple on 2 occasions.
I'm even scared of going to town because the couple once chased me. One time we were from court.
She reported both incidents. Police say they registered it in the docket and handed over the information to the prosecutor. The NPA was not available for comment. The assault case against the wife was withdrawn on technical grounds. It was not opened as a separate case.
Now, I do think that this case highlights the challenges of prosecuting sexual assault cases, especially involving them folks. Now, the obvious differences in sentencing between white individuals and black individuals convicted of rape do reveal a glaring spotlight on the deep racial biases within the criminal justice system. Now, despite the gravity of crime, statistics reveal a disturbing trend. White perpetrators consistently receive lighter sentences compared to their black counterparts. Now, in court, a devastating impact statement from the victim, it revealed the extreme effects the assault had on her life, influencing court's decision to adhere to the supposed minimum prescribed sentence for such crimes. But I have an issue with this. The disparity in sentencing sends a chilling message to survivors of sexual violence, particularly for Black survivors, that their experience are valued less by the legal system. Now, this perpetuates a cycle of trauma and injustice that I believe must be addressed. Now, advocates Marlene Kane-Cross argued effectively against any leniency, emphasizing that societal need for justice and the gravity of the offense far outweighed any personal circumstances of the accused. Now, the difference in sentencing between white individuals and Black individuals convicted of rape is a clear indication of systematic racism within the criminal justice system. And despite similar circumstances and evidence, white perpetrators are often treated more leniently by judges, if we're being real, right? And social media went abuzz with one user on X saying, "I still say the courts are biased true. If it was a Black person, it was going to be life sentence plus 20 years. Our justice system is still meant to protect whites." Another saying, "Oh, so rape is 10 years for whites and 25 years for Blacks." Now, in the fight for racial equality, justice for survivors of sexual violence, this must not be overlooked. I mean, it is required upon us to stand in solidarity with Black survivors and amplify their voices and demand accountability from legal systems that have failed them time and time again. And only then can we truly begin to dismantle the systematic barriers that perpetuate racial inequality in sentencing and ensuring that all individuals, regardless of race, receive the justice that they deserve. Now, as we conclude, let us reflect on the courage of the victim to come forward and the role of each of us that we can play in supporting survivors and advocating for a safer, respectful work environments. Now, this is not just about one case. It's about us standing and saying enough to violence and standing together for dignity and justice for all, especially Black victims. Now, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Continue the conversation and support the vulnerable and the Black, and strive for a community where every individual is respected. With that being said, please, let's keep the conversation going in the comment section and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye for now.